Is it possible to rank the beaches that are found all over the world? Of course not, as preferences will vary from traveler to traveler depending on factors such as amenities, accessibility, swimming and water sports options, level of safety, sense of place, opportunities for relaxation, and scenery. Nevertheless, on the basis of my extensive travels and the fact that I set foot on the sand of a great number of beaches all over the world, I've compiled a list of what I consider to be the 10 most breathtaking beaches in the world. The majority of these beaches, which range from sandy to coral and from long to secluded, can be found in some of the most desirable beach locations in the world. This should not come as a surprise. Unfortunately, these beaches are not a secret anymore, and you will have to contend with a large number of other tourists while enjoying their breathtaking scenery. Number 10. Jäiteri, Pori, Finland. Even though Finland isn't the first place that comes to mind when you think of a beach vacation, this Nordic country is actually home to one of the most beautiful lengths of sand in the entire region of Northern Europe. Jäiteri Beach is a 5-kilometer stretch of powder soft sand that is located close to the city of Pori. The beach is bordered by dunes and pine forests. Surfers travel from all over Scandinavia to ride the waves in the late summer when the shallow waters of the Baltic have an unexpectedly mild temperature and offshore breezes. Rental options are available at the Jäiteri Surf Center for wetsuits, surfboards, and stand-up paddleboards. The facilities are rather basic, consisting of a few kiosks selling coffee and ice cream, picnic tables, a playground for children, and restrooms, among other things. Number 9. Cala Ganone, Sardinia. On the island of Sardinia, it is not difficult to locate a beach that is beautiful, but it can be more difficult to find a beach that is family-friendly and affordable for families. Cala Ganone satisfies all of the requirements perfectly. Beaches of white pebbles and sand, with sun loungers and parasols available for rent, calm, turquoise waters for swimming and snorkeling, and a long coastal promenade lined with low-key trattorias. These are just some of the features that make this destination so appealing. None of the flash and glamour that comes with the more opulent Casa Smeralda located to the north. There are daily boat journeys to the Bu Marino caverns and more secluded beaches, such as Cala Luna and Cala Friuli, which are located further south. When the attractions of Cala Ganone's two modest but well-sculpted beaches wear off, visitors can head further south. Number 8. Comillas, Cantabria, Spain. Comillas is a charming beach town that is popular with Spanish families but is usually ignored by tourists from other countries. The ferry port at Santander, which is located on the north coast of Spain, is only a short distance away. Playa de Comillas is one of the town's beaches and features a scattering of cafes, a small fishing harbor, showers, ice cream stalls, and rock pools for visitors to explore. Playa de Oyambra, on the other hand, is a more natural beach, and it is backed by a stunning nature reserve and the snow-capped Picos de Europa mountains. Number 7. Sunj, Lopud, Croatia. The number of sandy beaches in Croatia is outweighed by the number of pebbly beaches, but the island of Lopud, which is accessible by ferry from Dubrovnik and is car-free, is an exception. Sunj Beach is a kilometer-long strip of sand on the south shore of the island that slowly slopes into clear, calm waters. Visitors are transported from the dock in golf buggies driven by the locals. There is a choice of activities ranging from beach volleyball to tennis, and there are 2 restaurants, both of which offer deck chairs and beach umbrellas. Number 6. Pinarello, Corsica. This beach on the southeastern coast of Corsica is sure to be popular with families because of its crescent-shaped stretch of powdery white sand, boardwalk that is accessible to strollers, and surrounding pine forest. It is a wonderful location that is overshadowed by a Genoese watchtower and has a scattering of restaurants and beach bars, including La Pizzeria du Roof, which is located directly on the seashore. There are boat tours that depart from the harbor and head to the nearby town of Porto Vecchio. Number 5. Ramla Hamra Gozo, Malta. One of the most alluring places in Malta is Ramla Bay on the island of Gozo, which is characterized by its golden beach and azure water. However, the fact that there are few amenities, such as restrooms, showers, a few eateries, an ice cream truck, umbrellas, and deck chairs, and a statue of the Virgin Mary, contributes to the overall allure of the location. Don't forget to bring your snorkeling gear. Both the marine life and the clarity of the water here are on par with the best that the Mediterranean has to offer. Number 4. Esbrau, Menorca. The months of July and August are peak tourist seasons in Menorca, which is home to some of the most family-friendly beaches in the Mediterranean. Visit Esbrau, which is located on the island's calmer northeast shore, to get away from the throng. This beach, which is formed like a horseshoe, is a favorite day trip destination for people living in Mahon, the island's capital. However, there are no hotels on the beach, thus the atmosphere is very relaxing. You may rent kayaks and paddleboards from a local business called Menorca and Kayak, which is located in a peaceful bay that features a natural and unspoiled backdrop. The area resembles a big and shallow paddling pool. The village, which is only a few minutes walk away from the beach, is home to a number of eateries and boutiques owned and operated by families. Number 3. Marlowe's Sands, Pembrokeshire. It seems invidious to choose only one beach in Pembrokeshire, as Barrowfundle and Whitesands are equally difficult to resist, yet Marlowe's is a really distinctive beach. The crowds are discouraged by the 1.5-mile cliff walk, and there are no facilities of any kind. However, there is a mile of broad, sweeping sand that is strewn with towering rocks that stand in big pools of water that are only partially filled with water when the tide is out. The sand is solid and level, making it ideal for beach activities and for horses to gallop on. Snow White and the Huntsman was filmed there in 2011. Assuming that members of the family do not consider entertainment to be something that can be found in arcades, there is more than enough here to keep the whole family entertained. The south-facing aspect is favorable during the summer, but one must take into account the tides and the wind. Number 2. Runswick Bay, North Yorkshire. Runswick, which is located close to Whitby, is a great place to get a concentrated taste of everything that East and North Yorkshire have to offer. Magnificent views from the cliffs, a steep climb down through a tangle of houses to a mile of beach that is mixed sand and shingle, and good cafes. Be on the lookout for fossils and jet, as these are the two most valuable items in this region. However, if you plan on exploring beyond the beach behind the cliffs, be careful to check the tide periods beforehand. Along the beach is where the Cleveland Way coastal route may be found. According to the locals, the temperature of the water is very comfortable after you've numbed up. Number 1. Melanoudrigal Islands. This wonderful sheltered sandy beach can be reached from the 832 coastal road by a short road that ends in a cul-de-sac. The beach offers stunning views across Brunard Bay. The same people have been keeping this spot quiet for the past half a century, and the Croft campsite has made it their mission to keep things as basic as possible. So you shouldn't expect to find any hot showers, stores, or other amenities here. It is a welcoming and peaceful place, just right for pitching a tent for a couple of nights. There are more beaches in the area that can be discovered, as well as the world-famous Inveruge Gardens. However, the most enjoyable activity is to simply play on the beach or fish from the cliffs on either side. Which beach you want to visit? Tell us in the comments and make sure to hit that subscribe button before leaving.